you like red paper or blue paper? Choose.
After the long-necked ghost incident in Moonlit Forest, Mika and Aya had returned home, shaken but resolute. They had barely processed what they saw, yet another mysterious report had appeared online.
Aya, look at this. Someone just posted about a red-cloaked figure in the school bathrooms. They say, it asks a question. Do you like red paper or blue paper?
Red paper, blue paper, that's the Red Cloak legend, isn't it? The one that attacks if you answer wrong.
The girls leaned closer to the screen, scanning multiple posts and threads. Each account repeated the same chilling pattern. Bathrooms, late hours, a figure in a bright red cloak, and a question that decided life or death.
We can't just read this. If people keep disappearing, we need evidence. But we have to be careful.
Careful? Okay, so what do we take?
They gathered their equipment. Flashlights for every shadowed corner, a camcorder to capture any sighting, small talismans, and protective charms from old folklore. Sea salt, known to repel restless spirits and legend. Phones, fully charged, for emergency calls.
Some sources say ghosts like this, like Rokurokubi or Red Cloak, react to salt, light, and talismans. Avoid direct eye contact, stay calm, keep the area illuminated. It's not guaranteed, but it's our best chance.
One rule, never separate. Stick together, and if anything feels off, retreat immediately.
Hours passed as they planned meticulously. They mapped the school bathrooms, marked escape routes, and rehearsed signals for emergencies. Outside, the night wind howled faintly, rustling leaves and whispering through the empty streets.
We go tomorrow night. Every precaution in place. We record everything. This is our responsibility, and our chance to understand.
And the sea salt our first line of defense.
With bags packed and lights ready, the girls prepared for what might be the most dangerous encounter yet. Outside, the school's shadows seemed to stir. Inside, the red cloak waited, and somewhere in the silence the question lingered, red paper or blue paper? The hallway was empty, flickering. Fluorescent lights cast long, jagged shadows along the cracked tiles and peeling paint. Water stains reflected dimly off the floor, and every metallic pipe seemed to hum with a distant, restless energy. Mika clutched her flashlight. Aya had holding the camcorder, the small bag of talismans and sea salt between them. Tonight, knowledge met fear.
Remember, one person doesn't go alone. Stick close, check every stall. Calm, steady.
And sea salt. If it comes close, we throw it.
They pushed open the old bathroom door. Damp tiles smelled of rust and mildew. Shadows curled unnaturally at the edges of the stalls, stretching like claws. Each dripping faucet sounded like a heartbeat in the silence.
Nothing yet. Keep your eyes open.
From the furthest stall, a whisper slithered through the air, almost human.
Red or blue?
The girls froze. Their hearts pounded in their throats.
Mika, it's here. I can feel it.
Ready? Hold the salt. Flashlight on. Camera rolling.
The stall door creaked open. A figure cloaked in red emerged, the hood tilting slightly as if sensing them. Every movement was deliberate, silent, the air around it chilling enough to make their breath visible.
Now.
The red cloak recoiled with a sharp hiss. The sea salt formed a fleeting, crackling barrier, forcing it back a step. Other talismans and light sources had no effect. This was a being of spirit, and only the salt held it at bay.
Only the salt works. Everything else useless.
Stay calm. Don't move too close. Observe. Record.
The figure drifted through the bathroom, stopping occasionally, as if testing them. Shadows danced violently along the tiles, contorting into grotesque shapes. A stall door trembled. A faint cough echoed, but the red cloak never fully revealed itself.
It's behind the last stall. Don't look directly. Throw salt if it comes closer.
Camera ready on your mark.
A sudden movement, a flash of red fabric. Aya tossed a pinch of sea salt. The figure recoiled again. The camcorder trembled in her hands, capturing the hood and the eerie presence, but never the face. They were close, yet too cautious to approach further.
That's enough for tonight. We've got footage proof. Retreat, carefully.
The girls backed out slowly, each step measured. the red cloak following for a moment before dissipating into shadow. The bathroom returned to silence. The salt had worked, but only just. Talismans, light, and prayers had no effect. This was a spirit, cunning and patient, watching and waiting.
We survived, barely, but the footage, it's real.
Yes, and we know something now. Sea salt is the key. Everything else, just distractions.
Back in Mika's room, the flickering desk lamp cast a warm glow on scattered notebooks, open books on urban legends, and the camcorder still recording faint static. The footage from the old-school bathroom played on the small screen, shadows flickering across their faces.
Look at this, the hood, the way it moves. No face, silent, only the red fabric. And it recoils from salt.
Sea salt, that's the only thing that even slowed it down. The charms, lights, nothing. And it was close, too close.
They paused the video, zooming in on the stall corners. The red cloak's presence lingered like a shadow frozen between frames. Mika took a notebook and started jotting down details. Movement patterns, the whisper, the reaction to salt.
If it's like the stories, a vengeful spirit tied to anger or obsession, it might only appear in enclosed spaces, bathrooms, locker rooms. But why ask? Red or blue? What does it gain from fear?
And why now? People have claimed to see it before, but this feels more intentional, like it's waiting for someone to notice.
From the pile of books, Mika pulled a worn volume of folk remedies and exorcism techniques. Pages were dog-eared, illustrations of protective talismans smudged with age.
Salt can ward off spirits tied to anger or blood. Light can reveal them but not harm. Iron only repels weaker ones. Ah, look here. Drawing symbols, chanting phrases, or not meeting the eyes directly can provide temporary safety.
So sea salt is our first defense. And we need rules. No one goes alone. Flashlights, camcorder, phone. And don't stare at it.
They arranged the talismans, filled small pouches with sea salt, and made a mental map of the school bathroom layout. Every stall, every corner, every shadow was considered. It was their first real preparation for an encounter, a lesson in fear, patience, and observation.
We're not ready to confront it head-on, not yet, but we can be ready to survive, to observe, and to record everything.
And if it comes again, we'll know what to do. One step at a time, calm, steady.
A few nights later, the school bathroom loomed under the pale glow of the streetlights. Mika and Aya returned, backpacks loaded with sea salt, talismans, flashlights, and the camcorder. Every creak in the hallway felt amplified. Tonight, they were ready, or so they thought.
Remember the rules. Stick together, cameras rolling, flashlights steady, salt ready.
One step at a time. Don't panic and don't stare at it.
The bathroom door creaked open, darkness spilling into the hallway. Every stall seemed identical, shadows deepening with each step. A faint whisper drifted through the air.
Red or blue?
It's here. I can feel it moving.
Steady, watch the last stall. Let's see if we can capture it on camera again.
They advanced slowly, flashlights cutting narrow beams across the tiled floor. A faint flicker of red fabric appeared behind the farthest stall. The girls froze, breaths shallow, hearts pounding.
Throw salt if it comes closer. Camera ready.
Do it. It's moving toward the middle.
A pinch of sea salt scattered across the floor. The red cloak recoiled, hissing, forming a shimmering barrier. It paused, then seemed to study them, drifting just out of reach, hooded face hidden.
Keep the camera on it steady, don't blink.
They inched forward, careful not to provoke it. Every step echoed against the walls. At one moment the red cloak shifted, and for a heartbeat it seemed to extend toward them, its presence almost tangible.
And it's right there, behind the last stall.
Stay calm, record it, don't get closer.
The girls held their ground, shaking slightly. The figure's fabric swirled, hovering silently. Then, almost imperceptibly, it retreated back into the shadows. Their flashlights flickered, camcorders whirring as if straining to hold the image.
That's enough, we've got it. Time to retreat.
Slowly, don't turn your back, one step at a time.
Careful and deliberate, they exited the bathroom. The red cloak lingered in the shadows, unseen, patient. Sea salt had kept them safe, but it had been close, too close.
We survived again, barely, but we've captured evidence, and we know what works.
Next time, we'll be even more prepared, one step closer to understanding it.
The Red Cloak had tested them tonight. It waited in silence, patient, cunning, and unseen. Would you dare face what lurks behind the stall? Subscribe to Whispers Beyond Archives and follow Mika and Aya as they continue their journey, learning, surviving, and documenting the unseen.